North Branch High School also recognized the top graduates based on GPA over the first 7 semesters of high school. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Salutatorian, Alex Hunt. Alex will now come forward and give his salutatorian address.
Welcome, family, friends, teachers, administrators, and fellow graduates. I'd like to thank you all for being here today to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2021. Now, if you've been to more than one of these ceremonies, you're probably well aware that these speeches tend to be pretty generic and full of cliches like, we are the future, stuff like that. Unfortunately, my speech is no exception. I'll do my best to keep you all awake, but I'm really not that creative, so you're going to have to bear with me on this one. The whole purpose of going to school, besides satisfying the government, is to learn. Of course, there's plenty that won't carry over to the real world, such as labeling the parts of an atom or differentiating a function, but I guess you never know. However, we do learn about many important things that will never be forgotten. And I'm not just talking about basic addition or reading. We also learn about people, about each other, and most importantly, about ourselves. For example, my freshman year, I learned that I will push just about any assignment off until the very last minute. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't do the same for this speech. I mean, just ask my friends. They're the ones that had to listen to me complain about being rushed after I waited over a month to get started. But hey, I guess that's why school is such an important part of our lives. It teaches us about our habits, both good and bad, so that we're prepared for the real world. It feels strange thinking that there's still a real world out there that we have yet to fully experience. There's nothing more surreal to me than knowing that the past 13 years were just a brief portion of what's still to come. Nevertheless, I'm glad I was able to spend those years growing up here alongside my fellow students. The internet connection in North Branch may be atrocious, and my city friends might constantly mock me for living in a cornfield, but I honestly wouldn't have chosen anywhere else. I'd like to thank all the teachers for putting up with our smart-mouthed remarks and bad handwriting, and for supporting us throughout our entire high school journey. I'd also like to thank the administration for doing their absolute best, especially during a particularly challenging year like this one. But most of all, I'd like to thank my wonderful peers. This is such an amazing group of people, and I can't wait to see what we all become. So, even though they feel the need to repeatedly remind me that second place is the first loser, I'm truly proud to be a part of the graduating class of 2021.